Imagine, if you will, sitting down to your morning coffee, turning on your home computer to read the day's newspaper. Well, it's not as far-fetched as it may seem. In fact, both local San Francisco papers are investing a lot of money to try and get a service just like that started. Science editor Steve Newman reports on one person already using the brand new system.
Did you know the average person spends 4 years of his life looking down at his cell phone? Kinda ironic, ain't it? How these touch screens can make us lose touch. But it's no wonder in a world filled with iMacs, iPads, and iPhones. So many eyes, so many selfies, not enough us's and we's. See, technology has made us more selfish and separate than ever. Cause while it claims to connect us, connection has gotten no better. And let me express first, Mr. Zuckerberg, not to be rude, but you should reclassify Facebook to what it is, an anti-social network. Cause while we may have big friend lists, so many of us are friendless all alone. Cause friendships are more broken than the screens on our very phones. We sit at home on our computers measuring self-worth by numbers of followers and likes. Ignoring those who actually love us, it seems we'd rather write an angry post and talk to someone who might actually hug us. Am I bugging? You tell me, cause I asked a friend the other day, let's meet up face to face. They said, all right, what time you wanna Skype? I responded with OMG, SRS, and then a bunch of SMHs and realized, what about me? Do I not have the patience to have conversation without abbreviation? This is the generation of media overstimulation. Chats have been reduced to snaps. The news is 140 characters. Videos are 6 seconds at high speed. And you wonder why ADD is on the rise faster than 4G LTE. But get a load of this. Studies show the attention span of the average adult today is 1 second lower than that of a goldfish.
One of the possible reasons for this ailment is the online social network. In a world where time is money, in which our surroundings heavily pressure us to achieve more and more, our social life becomes tainted and more demanding than ever before. And then there's technology. Simpler, hopeful, optimistic, ever young. We become addicted to virtual romance, disguised by the social network which supplies an impressive platform that allows us to manage our social life most effectively. However, our fantasies about substitutions are starting to take a toll. We're collecting friends like stamps, not distincting quantity versus quality, and converting the deep meaning and intimacy of friendship with exchanging photos and chat conversations. By doing so, we're sacrificing conversation for mere connection, and so a paradoxical situation is created, in which we claim to have many friends while actually being lonely.
Gallup took a poll in 2001, and every average American said that they had 10 really close friends. The same poll this year said we had 2. So what happened? Where did everybody go? And I think we know where. I think we've all seen this by now, maybe even been a little guilty of it ourselves. I see families like this out to dinner all the time, and it drives me nuts. And I see couples on dates, clearly together, but on their cell phones. It's one of the strangest things I've ever seen. But to me, what does this say when we are together? To me, it says that there's someone, anyone, on the other end of this screen that's way more important than you, who's right in front of my face. There's a study by Mary Meeker that says we touch our phones or check our phones 150 times a day. And we upload 1.8 billion pictures to Facebook. That's a little over a sixth of the population a day for pictures.
Too many teenagers are now turning to social media for validation. If you're on Facebook, I'm sure you've seen it. A teenager posts a photo of themselves, often called a selfie, then watches to see how many likes or positive comments follow, such as, "You're beautiful," or "You're such a stud." And it makes parents wonder why kids are turning to the internet for acceptance.
The teenage brain. A mystery that has confounded parents for generations. Everyone wants to know what exactly is going on in those heads. Researcher Yalda Ools had the same question, but fast forward to 2014 and she's using social media to try to tap into what they're thinking.
I want you to write down on your boards what is an important value to you for your future.
She went one-on-one with teenagers in Los Angeles, trying to unlock that mystery. What's important to them? What are their priorities? What do they want?
Turn over your board and show us what it is.
It used to be teenagers' #1 priority was to be part of the crowd, part of the community. Now, it's money. And that 4-letter word, fame.
Now let's explore some of the positives. Socializing. Isn't that what social networks were made for? With 52% of teens stating that social media has helped their relationships with other people, social networks can not only facilitate the creation of new friendships, but also allow you to develop and maintain existing friendships. This is a key skill in your social life. Social networks can even be used as educational tools. Whether you want to discuss homework or research an unfamiliar topic, social networks allow you to do this. It can also provide platforms for schools to create online resources such as blogs to answer any questions and interact with students such as yourself on an educational level. Many teenagers share content on websites such as YouTube or on a personal blog. This content can range from creating art to story sharing. Furthermore, we teenagers can also comment on this content that others are uploading. This is a form of self-expression and allows you to be creative and connect with others online with the same interests. By sharing content, it allows us to increase our collective self-esteem and communicate with individuals from all around the world. Closely linked to collective self-esteem, research has shown that social media can increase our individual self-esteem. This is common with teenagers who would normally find face-to-face situations daunting and uncomfortable. This is great as it means that social networks can increase social capital for many teenagers who feel unable to make friends.